Tingles we fly by. Hi guys. So I'm here with another little ramble update video. So if you guys haven't noticed, I decided to make viewers appreciation kind of a regular thing. So I will kind of try to keep it like I did on the second video, where it's just basically anybody who comments will be randomly chosen to be included in the video. So I do have something really fun planned for December, and it will be released on Christmas Day here in Australia, so Christmas Eve everywhere else probably. So be sure to keep commenting for your chance to be featured. I will do it as long as I'm not overwhelmed by way too many comments. I will do it where I write out everybody's name and then pick out from there. But yeah, it'll be a fun little thing. So be sure to keep commenting, and yeah. So that's the first thing that I kind of wanted to go over. The second thing that I wanted to talk about is 2017 and what might be happening with the little tingledom that we have here. So what I have decided to do is I will be launching something called 365 Days of ASMR. So I'm going to be releasing a video every day in 2017. So be getting a lot from me. So I know in the past I've kind of been a bit here and there with requests. I'm not promising to follow through on requests because I still am primarily driven by what really interests me and what kind of draws me in. But I definitely have a lot more room to accommodate more requests in there because I'm going to be doing a lot of content. So and get them in early because I am planning to try and record ahead just so that if things come up that I'm going to be able to stay on track. So I'm really excited about it, and I've started recording a lot more since I came up with that idea. I know I haven't released much. It's because I am saving a little bit, but I will have a couple more videos coming soon. I'll probably put this out before those other ones. I think I have about 8 videos right now that are recorded but not uploaded, and then this will make 9. So anyway, so that's kind of our two main updates is viewers appreciation. Be sure to get in for December. It's going to be really good. And 365 days of ASMR. I'm really excited. I know I shouldn't be so excited when I'm trying to relax you, but I'm so excited. So hopefully we're all going to have a lot of fun together and lots of tingles and lots of relaxation. And I'll try not to be too excited so that we can stay relaxed. But this is my little chance to let that out, I guess. It's a soft-spoken, exciting video. I don't know. Anyway, I'm still trying to keep my voice down, so hopefully those of you trying to go to sleep can still nod off in pleasure and joy. So I do have a couple things. I might just pluck some things. I'm just going to give you a little preview. So I just am sitting in my little recording area. Oop, I think I just knocked you. Now you look alright. Okay, so I've got some... Oh, I'm knocking everything over. Okay, let's do them one at a time. So I'm just going to give you a little preview. We have living room storage from IKEA, IKEA kitchens, IKEA worktops. We have some paint samples that we're going to go through. I have another one that I've already recorded. This is all stuff I haven't recorded yet. I have a more Outback Spirit. So I'm really excited about doing more of this. This one features Arnhem Land, which is a really, really cool part of Australia. So excited about that one. I hope you can see what I'm doing here. I probably should put it that side. This is all unfiltered, unedited. We have, well, this is more of this. I have more home sales. This is quite a thick book. So I did one that took up basically one section of this book, but there's quite a few, so I might do a few videos out of that. And this I did a video on. There's a map here at the back, and that's going to be released sometime. I have no idea when. And then today I printed out more maps because it's hard for me to record down where my map actually is, and so I thought to make it easier for myself, I may as well print some maps out. So this one I'm really excited about, so I'm just going to show you something. I have a couple things planned for this because there's lots of cool things. So I got this book that's called Beneath the Southern Cross, and it's an aerial view of South Australia. So there's gonna be a role play that has to do with that. Won't tell you what yet, but you can know that's coming. And that will feature this map. And then I also want to do kind of ramble, but more laid out. That'll be edited and everything. Not like this one, you're getting it raw here. But with that one, I want to do, to compare, there are actually quite a few pictures there, so they're all taken from airplanes, but there are actually quite a few in that book that are places that I've been to and taken my own photos of, so I thought it would be fun to kind of walk you through the book and talk about the different areas in a more kind of educational sense, but then also kind of share some of my experiences. So that's something we have to look forward to, and I'll be doing a lot. I'm quite passionate about South Australia, if nobody has noticed that. So I printed out a lot of maps today. All of them are from South Australia. So that's our most zoomed out, and that's what I wanted for these other maps, to be able to point out where they are. So I also have the Fluro Peninsula, so we'll have to do something fun with that. This will probably get really, really well used. Maybe we'll have a little restaurant recommendation roleplay, or just ramble. I could just tell you my recommendations, but I think it'd be fun to do as a roleplay. But this is Adelaide, so I live up here, but I I work right here. So, right in the middle of Adelaide. So, and you can see what I love about Adelaide is that it's surrounded by parks. So it's kind of a buffer between Adelaide and the surrounding areas. So fun. We'll get to talk more about that. Here's another one a little bit zoomed out. So you have Adelaide here in the middle, and then you can see a bit more of the area. So we'll talk some about that. This is not actually for you guys, but hey, let's just show you anyway. So this I printed out. It's a little pattern piece, so for the quilt that I've been making, that is not really going to do anything. This is just a little corner of a shirt, you're not missing anything. The cricketer, Phil Hughes, who died, it's been 2 years, it was just the 2-year anniversary actually. And that was kind of a big point in my life. Anyway, so I'm doing a little quilt, so that'll get cut off and taped together, and then I use that as pieces, and I have all those fabrics, which I have a video on. The sound's not that great though. We might have to go through the fabrics again because those fabrics are so nice. I might do as a role play actually. Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to say. So, 365 days of ASMR gonna launch on the 1st of January, and the very first video on January 1st is going to be a redo of my original video, which was my knife roleplay, because obviously if you've ever watched the video, the zooming is so annoying. So we are going to have a video where that's completely fixed and lovely and beautiful. So that will be coming. I know I've had a few people through the years. I think I've had that up now probably 3.5 years actually. I know I really didn't record much at first. Anyway, but yeah, I've had a few people say like I should redo it, you should redo it, and like continuing through time. So I thought, oh, what a better way to launch than with my like kind of a redo of that original video. So I think that'll be fun. So that's that. Oh, I didn't finish actually going through here. Show you what else we have. I also have a little catering menu. It might be a little too small for me to read, but it's got some pretty food on there. I do have, oh, somebody was asking me for a whisper kind of educational video. This would actually be good for it. Seagrasses of South Australia. Seagrasses are so important, and yeah, anyway, I'm excited about that one. There's some kind of graphs. What I love is the little diagram, so we'll get to talk through some different types of seagrasses. So I still have to learn more before I can actually put that video out, which is the same with this one. Otherwise I would probably have done this one tonight, and that's these wetland birds of South Australia. So it should be pretty fun. There's 2 pages of those, but so we'll be going through those, and I'll try and do it in a way where I can tell you like how to notice the differences and just give us a few fun facts about at least some of them. And I have another map, the Barossa. So the maps won't just be pure like geography or education. I'll probably use them in with some role plays as well. So we could do like the Barossa could be a little wine tour, going through different vineyards and that sort of thing, going to cellar doors, kind of a travel agent role play type thing as well. I love South Australia. I've been here 5.5 years now, and I'm, dyed in the wool. But I do love it here, and it's got so many fascinating areas. We have the Murray River as well. These are the areas I'm really interested in learning about more, and so what better excuse than for ASMR videos. I'll probably still try and do some travel agent type things to other places as well, because I do find those really interesting, and that's kind of relaxing to think of going off to some remote place or, interesting things like that. It's actually, anyway, I am really interested in maybe going to Antarctica one day. That's why I did the Antarctica one. I'm not sure. It's a little dangerous, quite icy there, but it is just such a fascinating place. Anyway, this really is a ramble. I'm usually not quite this rambly, but I'm really, really excited. I'm in a really good mood right now. I have Kangaroo Island. This will definitely be like a travel agent, kind of tour guide going through, kind of like an eco tour, something like that. It's, Kangaroo Island is one place that wasn't actually like settled by Europeans at first when they came down, so it's pretty wild, which, anyway, I won't go into that because I'm reading a book about I'm not gonna go into that. I have to tell you anyway, we'll go into it. So I'm reading this book called The Biggest Estate on Earth, and it's about what Australia was like before the not before the Aboriginals. They've been here for 50,000 years. Before Europeans settled, and it's talking about how basically I've only read one chapter, so I'm sure I'll have a lot more to say after that, but I'm loving it already. It's talking about, basically he's gone through the historical record, looking at all like the original paintings and the way that people described Australia, and a lot of the way they described it was that it was like a gentleman's park, or like an estate, or like you kind of go around and it has a lovely lawn kind of dotted with trees. Not that it was kind of this wild area with kind of everything going, and scraggling and just growing, but that it was actually really well manicured. And if you look at old paintings, it's like that too. I don't know. I had it right. It's right there. Okay. I'm gonna sneak out for a second. Okay. I know I said I wasn't gonna edit, but I knocked things over, and anyway, so we're just gonna cut that part out. We won't worry about that. It didn't happen. What? What are you talking about? This hasn't been edited at all. Anyway, I don't know what I'm going on about. Anyway, so this is the book. The Biggest Estate on Earth by Bill Grimmage. Gammage. Sorry, Bill. The most interesting thing to me... Oh, what was I saying? Oh, the thing I don't like is that I think it's supposed to cater, like, specifically to white people, and so it hasn't actually got a lot of... So he didn't actually speak to Aboriginal people at all. So it's a little disappointing, but it's so it's all based on kind of first-hand accounts of Europeans when they settled and what they saw, basically. These are all pictures. What I was going to show you was the paintings. So if you look at that, so this one's not that big, but if you look at this one, you can see it's got just like this neat line of trees. And so, like, it's just a lot different than what you would think is just being like a really wild land. And then here's actually a comparison. So a comparison of the painting of the original, and then this is, you can see it looks a lot more overgrown now. Kind of looks like a garden that's just been let wild. It's fascinating. You can just see they're all dotted there. And then down here, it's just kind of it's made me completely like look at things differently as I'm driving around. And I think didn't I talk about that in Airlands? Don't remember, but so everything in Australia just burns so easily. And so fire is a huge part of the ecology. Like I think it's like 70% of plants in Australia have fire as some part of their ecology, whether that they're flammable, or that they need fire to regenerate, or that they have fire coping mechanisms, something like that. So fire is a huge thing. Anyway, so the belief is that Aboriginals have, well, for the past 40,000 years, controlled the landscape of Australia through burning and not burning in specific areas, and so that's why they have like these really, so they used to do really small burns, but kind of pretty sophisticated, it sounds like, because they knew that certain plants needed like a certain amount of burning and others needed other areas, and so just really, really fascinating. Anyway, but you can see there's just like dotted kind of little areas. Almost reminds me of like an orchard that it looks like in the background there. Just fascinating. There we go again. Just looks like you just have those trees, and there they are. Like, these are, I mean, I know a lot of you probably haven't ever seen Australia and what it looks like today, but it's definitely, when you drive around, it's when you go through farm areas, they might look a little bit more like that, but a lot of time, obviously, they're not native trees or anything like that. They're just, it's fascinating. I might have to go through this book again with you guys. Oh, here's another comparison picture, so you see the before and the after. So you can just see it just kind of, it looks like an overgrown garden. I had never realized that before. I always kind of thought that there was something a bit off with the way everything looked. And part of that's because it's burned, and this, you can see a little bit sparser trees. And then now they're a bit overgrown. So you can see Uluru. There you have kind of sparse vegetation, and now it's all pretty uniform and overgrown a bit more. It's just fascinating. Anyway, there's a few more pictures in there, but that's really not what this video is about. Not that we know what this video is about, but anyway, I had my 2 announcements, and now I'm just shooting from the hip. But anyway, so I've been reading that book. I went out to Second Valley today. We kind of did some rock scrambling. That's one of my favorite things, is just kind of finding my way through rocks. It's just so interesting. Obviously, if you've watched many of my videos, you probably have guessed that I wear barefoot shoes. And so, yeah, using the shoes and just kind of feeling the rocks, finding your way through. Just a really interesting challenge. There was some it was a gorgeous day. It was just so blue in the water, so gorgeous. Would I be breaking my rule of editing if I put a picture in? Rules are meant to be broken, aren't they? Here we go, we'll show you a picture. I haven't decided what picture yet, so here you go, just look at it, and I'll try and think what it might be. No, but it's a gorgeous, gorgeous spot. It's actually in that other little book I saw, so keep your eye out for both the roleplay video and the other video. So the roleplay video will be, I wasn't going to tell you, so we'll keep that a secret. Anyway, so we have that coming. So I'm really, really excited. I think that's pretty much all I need to say. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to say, is that I've been trying sleeping on the ground the past 3 days. I saw this video. I'll try to remember to put it in the description box. And I'm kind of someone who doesn't like to be traditional. And the way I was describing this to my son, Mark, was that he was like, oh, so why are you doing that? And I was like, well, you know, it's been a little while since I've just completely ditched something that seems really essential. And we just both had a laugh because he knows me well enough to know what I mean by that. Like I don't shave at all, and I use, I kind of am a bit 50-50 on that actually. I use a toothbrushing stick a lot of times, so it's called a miswak. It's used by Muslims. It's like mentioned in the Quran, but it's actually been, like, had studies done on it showing that it kind of has an equivalent ability to kill germs as a toothbrush. And so I really like it because it doesn't, like, if you've ever on your teeth felt like a bit of film, like right after you brushed your teeth, that really bugged me. I was like, there's gotta be something better here. Anyway, that's when I discovered that. Obviously shoes that way as well. I don't know. All these things are kind of just part of who I am. So I can't really pull them out. But anyway, so I've been trying that. I'm a bit tired right now. It's, about my bedtime anyway, but I'm a little more tired because I'm still in my little adjustment period. But I am actually loving it in that, not while I'm getting tired during the day, but when I first wake up in the morning, I just feel like getting straight up, which is, to me, just like an awesome feeling. Like that whole, like, just waking up and feeling lethargic and just wanting to stay in bed, I don't like that feeling. So I'm really enjoying it. We'll see how it goes. I probably will forget to update you guys unless somebody asks me, so if it's been like a month and you're watching this video, then comment below and I will tell you in another update video. So that was what I was gonna say. I finished NaNoWriMo. My book is nowhere near finished, so that's still going on, but I did write, well, so I just kind of counted my number of pages. I was doing A5 pages, and I counted my words the first day, and it was 1680, which I need 1667 each day to get to 50,000 for the month. So it was 1680 to do 5 pages front and back. So I ended up doing 150 pages front and back. So I'm pretty proud of that. That was pretty good. So I think it was also because I was on a roll from that. I'm like, yeah, we'll just do 365 videos. Why not? Anyway, so that's part of the project. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. If we end up getting lots and lots of comments, I may end up doing viewers appreciation once a week because I'll be putting out 7 videos a week. Then I thought that might be good. Or we might do once a fortnight. That's every 2 weeks for you Americans or anybody who doesn't use the word fortnight. And yeah, so keep commenting. Comment like mad. I just love hearing from you guys. It's one of my favorite parts of doing everything. So that's why, like, people talk about, subscriber numbers and views. And obviously I want to have, people watching my stuff, but my favorite part is really just engaging with you guys. So just, any questions, any requests, especially, I am a lot more open to requests right now, so sorry to anybody who I've been a little whatever with. I will try and do your videos. I'm still really bad at them though. So don't get sad if I don't do your video. It's not personal, it's just that I'm kind of a lone duck and very I kind of do what I do. I mean, for example, I will anyway. Oh, I don't give Christmas gifts. There we go. There's another thing. That wasn't very, my dad doesn't do Christmas gifts either, but I always did growing up, because I grew up, I lived with my mom mainly growing up. It's not why though. I liked doing Christmas gifts. Now, when I'm older, it's just too much of a pain. And, although I am doing a Christmas gift this year. Anyway, I just kind of do what I want. That's kind of how I go. I feel like doing Christmas this year, I'll do it. When I don't feel like doing it this year, I won't. This year on my birthday, we went and bought my mother-in-law a car. We didn't buy it. We just went with her while she bought it. And I was like, that was the best birthday that I could have had that day, because I wanted it to be nothing about me. I was in a really bad mood that day, actually. Anyway, so, I am thinking about doing kind of a wine tasting video. Somebody did request an olive oil video. I only have one olive oil right now though, so I will see what I can do. But right now I'm trying to not spend money on my videos because I bought my I shouldn't show it to you. Okay, we won't show it to you. We'll leave it as a surprise because I do have that video coming eventually as well. That's what will make the last point, or the next point. I don't know, probably shouldn't make this that long so people will actually want to watch it, but also we can reward the people who are sticking with me through this whole video with more information that you probably don't care about anyway. So, the 3DO, I did get it. I'm not going to show it to you. I'm going to save that for the unboxing video. It's funny, I was actually watching it the other day because I unboxed it probably a month and a half ago. My hair was so much longer there. I miss my long hair, but it looks good in videos. But anyway, up close, it has lots of split ends, so that's why I chopped it. I cut my own hair. There we go. That's something else. So I did so I have the 3DO. So I have the microphone, but I need a preamp to go with it. And so the preamp is what boosts the signal so that it actually has binaural sound. Because it will record right now, but it just sounds like nothing, and that's because the signal's too low. So I was really frustrated for a little while, and now I've just kind of been like, okay, we'll just keep going on, and eventually we'll get to the preamp, because I spent, obviously, I think most people know that are quite expensive, so I spent a lot of money on my 3DO, and you can get a kind of cheaper version. Like, I have enough money right now that I could buy a preamp, but I really just I want to get a good one from the beginning, because that's just what I prefer to do. But I'm also like, I've already spent so much money that at this point I'm kind of like, okay, no more money out of my own pocket on that. And so that's actually when I put up ads on my videos as well. Hopefully they're not too annoying. I don't think that they are, because it's just, I usually don't even really notice myself when I watch videos that have ads at the beginning, so hopefully. Anyway, because I was just like, I want to be able to do certain things for you guys, but I can't do it myself, and so I was like, okay, I'll put up the ads. But right now, I'm not really getting, well, I haven't gotten anything, because you don't get a payout until you actually get $100. Anyway, so that's my first thing is to get the preamp, and then I wanna do get like a subscription to Adobe After Effects, because I really did like the effect for of using green screen and that sort of thing in my flight attendant roleplay, which has been very popular and very well watched. And so I would like to do more like that, but it's like $22 a month to do that, and it's also a lot of work. But I'm fine with doing the work. It's just I'm kind of at this point, because I'm at uni and working part-time, so we don't have like a ton of money coming in, and so that's just, yeah, right now I don't want to be paying that out of my own pocket, because I get very little money that's like mine to spend on things that I want, and so I'd rather spend that on things that I want, and then I can feature them in a video, or whatever like that, just as it comes. Anyway, so that's my roundabout way of getting to the olive oil thing. I do want to do that video, but it's not something that me on my own, that I just buy olive oils like that. And so until I can kind of work that out with my finances, that'll kind of be put on hold. So just be aware of that when you're asking for videos. I know I've asked for requests, but if it's gonna require me to buy something, then I probably won't be able to do it if it's not something that I already need, type thing. So anyway, or that I have a personal interest in, type thing. So that was that. I might be going to Crow's Women's Training tomorrow. It's their first open training. I'm so excited. Crow's Women's is so exciting. I've been watching so many little, I'm getting really tired. Okay, I'm gonna shut this down in a second, except I get more rambly when I'm tired, actually. But, I've been watching press conferences and that sort of thing, and people just all these women talking about it being their dream to be able to play footy on a professional stage, and just so exciting to me that this is happening, and I just really am excited and hope the game grows really well. I think it'll actually do really well, because we were watching women's cricket last year. The problem with women's cricket is that because of your lack of arm strength, which is part of bowling, it's just hard to really make it quite as entertaining as the men's game, because fast bowling is part of what makes cricket interesting. But with footy, it's a lot of, I mean, it's mainly about intent and like tenacity and that sort of thing, which is not exclusive to men. And so I think and so footy is just a little bit better because it doesn't really require you to be at a particular like strength level. It's more, and a lot of it is running, and so obviously women can run just as well as men. So anyway, I'm really excited, really, really excited, and yeah, it's gonna be really good. All of that then just made me think of Meg Lanning. She's a gun cricketer. Anyway, she's the Southern Stars, which is the women Australian team captain, and she just she looks like a harsh, but also like she's warm. But you definitely would want to be on your best when you're playing for her. So I think that's probably why she can try to exact the best from her players. Anyway, I don't know how long has this gone on. God, that's long. Yeah. So I think we'll probably wrap it up now, unless I think of anything else I need to talk about. That was gonna immediately like, yeah. I'm also doing a few videos on like my meals and what I like to eat, because I've been watching I watched some other videos like on YouTube where they're set out kind of like meal plan and like this is, like meal prep. And so I want to kind of do a little bit like that, but where you can so it's kind of like meal prep video, but in an ASMR setting. And then I'm also doing a how-to video that's just kind of a longer, which is, I've seen more ASMR videos that are like that. I don't know what is in my eye. Anyway, if I've been recording that long, it is probably time for me to go to bed. So, anyway. Thanks for watching, anybody who is still here. And if you've made it this far, you should definitely comment down below. There's lots of reasons. First of all, I'd love to hear from you. Second of all, you get your chance to be named, see your name written down in my viewers appreciation video. And third of all, I want to hear from you. Oh, I just repeated my first reason. Anyway. Thanks guys for watching. I really just love all you guys and all the support you give to me. And hopefully this has been not too bubbly. I probably look a lot less bubbly than I think I do. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Just imagine my sleepy, sleepy eyes as I drift off to sleep. And you too.